welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be painting a seascape. I'll make it as easy as possible for all of you so that beginners and well, basically painters of all levels can follow along. So I decided to paint a huge wave today, and we'll be using only a limited palette. So yes, this will be fun for most of you, I presume, because we will not be stressing out over a lot of colors, because we'll only be using the following colors. Here we go. We have Phthalo Green, Black, Titanium White, Phthalo Blue, and actually that's it. That's basically it. You can see that I've already touched my colors because I had to paint over an old painting of mine. This was done 2017, and it was a practice painting, so I decided that okay, I'm just letting go of it and paint over it because I'm no longer happy about this old painting of mine. Besides, all my paintings have been posted on my account on my Facebook, so I really don't have to miss this painting. And as I told you, I'm not really happy about this painting, so it's time to create a new one. All right, let's begin now, guys. I decided to use this background color, bluish grayish color, so it's just a combination of phthalo blue, phthalo green, white, and black. So basically all of the colors that I mentioned here, I just combined everything together and painted over this used canvas. You can actually tell that it has already been used. You can see the texture, right? And you can tell that it's also a seascape painting. But as I told you, I don't like it anymore. So let's begin now. So we will do first the shape of the wave. So I'm gonna get my brush. Okay, I'm gonna wet it and place my rags beside me. So I'm gonna get my titanium white, okay, and I'm gonna go and first identify the shape of my wave, like that. Okay, like this, and maybe up to here, like the wavy thing. Okay, like that. So we're identifying first the wave's shape and some areas that need to be highlighted later. So I'm just using pure titanium white, almost dry brushing. And also we'll be using our palette knife later. So this will be the flat surface or the flat area of the waters. This is the wave. This is the calm waters or calmer waters. All right, like that. So that is, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see. All right, now it's time for us to darken some areas. So I'm gonna wet my brush, and I'm gonna get my phthalo green, okay, black. Oh, that's too black. I'm gonna add more phthalo. I'm gonna add white, okay, like this color. Maybe add more green and add more black, like this. All right, and then I'm gonna darken, or okay, I'm gonna add more black. It's not really dark. Okay, so I'm gonna darken some areas now. Okay, like this. Okay, more of that color. So phthalo green, black. Okay, and then add tiny bit of white. Okay. Just making sure that this area is dark. All right. Here as well. I'm gonna water down my paint, and I'm gonna paint some greeny color down here. It will be grayed out later, but for now I just want some hints of green down here. Okay, like that. Again, same color, dark green. Like that. And now I'm gonna use more black. I'm gonna add white. So it's like gray, right? But it should be darker grayish color. And I'm gonna color this area that color. For now, it doesn't make sense, really. Later, it will, guys. This is what I like about painting the ocean or waves, because it doesn't really make sense when you're doing it, but when you're done, you see the huge difference. Okay, again, I'm gonna make some more grayish color. So I'm adding more white to my already existing black and green color to make it more gray than green. And I'm gonna apply it somewhere here. Right, like that. Wash your brush out. Okay, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. Okay, now I'm gonna get just bluish gray. Do not add green to this mixture. So just get your white, add phthalo blue, like that. Add tiny bit of black. Again, black. And then more white, more black, and then more white. Like this color. All right, some greens are mixing, but just make sure that it does not dominate the mixture. So this is still bluish grayish. Okay, add more white, I guess. All right, add more white. All right, I'm gonna make this side quite gray, black or dark. So I'm gonna add more, oh sorry, that's a lot of black. This will be quite darker. Like that. Okay, wash your brush out now. Wash your brush out. All right, now let's go back to our green and black mixture. So just green and black. Green and black, and then add tiny bit of white. And we're going to finish this area. All right, like that. Like that, okay? All right. Okay, wash your brush out. Okay, I'm gonna get pure white, and we're gonna apply some highlights already. All right, like that. Again, pure white. So this is just pure white. We're applying it on top of the wave. And then I'm also applying it down here. and also here. So I'm just dry brushing some white paint. Here. You can also apply some texture to the wave, but I will do that later. But yeah. Okay, for now it's gonna be like that. Now I want you to get your palette knife. I'll be using just an ordinary palette knife. It doesn't have to be a particular palette knife or a technical term. Just your palette knife that you're comfortable holding onto. So I'm gonna get my pure titanium white and yeah, apply it onto my palette knife, and yeah, I'm using the sorry, I'm using the flat side or the bottom portion of the palette knife, and let's do this. So we're gonna do this area, okay? So just use the edge of your knife like that. We're gonna make some suggestions of tiny waves on the flat portion of the water, like that. So again, just pure titanium white. All right, like that. Okay, again. Again. Pure titanium white down here. Now if you're having a hard time going there, you can do this way of handling or holding on to your palette knife, like the other side. All right. Okay, here as well. And now let's go to the wave part, okay? So again, just pure titanium white. We're going to make some highlighted, all right, let me, okay. My bucket of water is disturbing me. I'm gonna place it here. Okay, pure titanium white, and then I'm gonna highlight this area of the wave. That. Okay, here. Very subtle application of that. Then I'm gonna use again the remaining color or the remaining titanium white on my palette, and I'm just gonna make some motion like this. Actually, it's still pretty wet here, but all right. So again, white. That titanium white, all right, again titanium white. Here as well. Okay, that's nice. Okay, now I have to use my brush just for purposes of detailing the highlights. So I'm gonna get my pure white. Let's make some little sparkles, like here. Okay, and then here, just, you know, fixing it. We'll be using again our palette knife later for final touches. But for now, let's make some more intricate detailing. Okay, like that. All right, again, pure white here. Okay. Now we're going to do more intricate detail. I want you to get your pure black. Pure black, guys, don't worry. And just make some tiny depth inside this wave. Some detailing like that. These are small details that, you know, just have to be there. So I'm gonna darken here. Okay, I watered it down, by the way, and apply it like that. It's watered down here as well. For those who are new to my channel, I always water down my paints, especially when I really want good blending. So yeah, just letting you know that this technique is not weird to this channel. It has always been my technique. All right, so again, oops, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of white just to gray it out. All right. Make some areas dark. What I really like about seascapes is that they really look like abstractish, especially while you're doing it, but definitely makes sense immediately to the viewer after doing it. You know that? I've done some abstracts before, but I only made public, I guess, like 2 or 3 abstract paintings and sold 1 abstract painting. It's not really my thing, but I love seascapes because, again, they're abstractish, but they make sense immediately. All right. Here I'm gonna gray this out. All right, so now I'll be using some splattering. So if you have your phones beside you, your devices, take it away and place it somewhere far away from this working area. So I'm gonna get my brush. Okay, I'm gonna get my fan brush. Okay, because I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna get my fan brush and use some gray color like this. All right, like this. And I'm gonna get my palette knife and start. Okay, I hope I don't destroy any. All right, here. So I'm gonna splatter very gently though. I'm not over splattering. All right, like that again. Here as well. So only do this when you're comfortable in your workspace. Don't do this when you are in someone else's house. Alright, so I'm just using my fan brush to add more detailing down here. And here as well. Alright. Okay. Alright, like that. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. Alright. So, we're done splattering, doing that splattering thing. Okay, I don't know how it looks like though. Oh, that looks nice. That looks nice. Okay, so I'm gonna make some more. All right. If you don't want to make that splatter thing, you can use some other brush for this. I have a brush here. Wait, where is it? I have a brush. Where's my brush? It's a small brush and it's actually for foliage. I use that for foliage, but I think I can also use this for foams and waves. So I'm using this Rubens stencil, Rubens craft stencil R-2. I don't know if this is available somewhere else. I bought this from Seoul, South Korea. Maybe you can order this, and only if you want this, all right? I'm not telling you to get this for you to be able to do this stuff. I'm just telling you that you can use splattering technique using the fan brush or any other brush. But for those who don't want to do the splattering, who don't want to damage anything in their house with paint, so you can use a brush, and I prefer this type of brush because it gets to cover a lot of area in a short period of time. So I'm gonna use this brush and dab it onto my white paint, and then I'm just gonna, yeah, like that. So it's the same effect, you know, and it's less messy, to be honest. So I'm just gonna dab and create, because the bristles of this brush is really what do you call this? It's quite stiff, right? So it helps in creating that dot effect because it's stiff. Okay, also here. Here, down here. Okay, I'm gonna get my gray color. So I'm gonna add tiny bit of black. So it's not just white highlights. There should be gray highlights as well, if you call that highlights or depth. And that is to make it more realistic looking. You don't just use white. Okay, because it's not really just white. Okay, again, gray color, add more black to make it more gray. This area, all right, like that. I'm gonna gray this area. Okay, now I'm gonna get back to my palette knife. I want you to get your pure titanium white, and let's go back to detailing, highlighting, and all that stuff. This is an easy tutorial, and yeah, I kind of like it because we didn't have to spend so much time finishing a painting. And if you just want to stay creative but you don't want to spend so much time and worry too much, I think this is a good subject. Well, this is a good subject of mine. Whenever I don't feel like doing so many detailing, this is the subject that I choose. All right, like that. And pure white. All right, like that. Okay, now I'm just gonna fix something. Get your pure white. All right, and then get your green color plus black, just to be more detailed this area. Okay, just pure green. So phthalo green here. All right, like that. Okay, I'm gonna add white to my green. Okay, more white. Give it some suggestion of translucence. It's not really translucence, but as if the light is passing, is trying to get through the water. All right, it's nice. Okay. Now I just have to define again the wave. So I want you to get your black, okay? But don't overdo this step. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of white, as long as it's quite dark, but it's not too dark. We're just gonna go along the top of the wave. Just define it, but don't do any hard lines, guys. Don't do that. As long as it's separated from the sky. And I'm gonna use the same color to make some more detailing here. Okay, I'm gonna get my palette knife. Just get back to your palette knife. Alright, like that. Okay, now I'm gonna get my black. Okay, I'm gonna use my palette knife this time. I'm gonna add green to that. And some areas down here, I'm gonna apply that color. Okay, like that. To add some depth, you know. Yeah. All right. Let's see how this looks like. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it, guys. I did not expect this one. Okay, I'm gonna get my gray color. I'm just gonna go around again. I'm just gonna gray this out because I feel like it's weird looking. Alright, and then I'm gonna get my pure white and I'm gonna go make some white spots in the center. Okay. If you think that you've done some quite hard lines, you can actually thin those down, those hard lines on top of the wave, because I actually don't like that. But I really want the wave to be separated from the skyline. So yeah, just use your white and thin it out. All right, nice. I'm gonna apply more highlights. And then make some gray color here. All right, wash your brush up. And I'm just gonna fix this part, make it more bright. All right. This is nice. I'm gonna get some green. And let's go around this white area so that it does not look weird. Okay, I'm gonna get my white. Okay. Yay! I think we're done. I'm gonna sign it now. I have to use black because yeah, I'm gonna use my black color. I have to sign it now. Here, down here. Yay! Yay! We're done! Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this one. I really like this wave painting that I did today. And I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. So, thanks for watching. See you on my next video, guys. I love you.